It's not a loud shout. It doesn't come with a sharp pain. It's a subtle change. Maybe it's the hesitation you feel before taking the stairs, or that extra push you need to get out of a comfortable armchair. You might catch yourself reaching for the wall for a split second, just to steady yourself. It's easy to dismiss it, to tell yourself, well, I'm not as young as I used to be. And while that's true, what if that whisper isn't about age itself, but a signal, a message from your body that it's running low on a few crucial supplies? Here at Young at Heart, we believe that your best years are not behind you. They are waiting to be lived with strength, confidence, and joy. For over 60s, the gradual loss of muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia, is a reality. We can lose up to 3% of our muscle strength each year. But this is not a one-way street. What if I told you that you could rewrite this story? That without expensive gym memberships or grueling physical therapy, you could address the root cause of that weakness and instability. In this video, we're going to uncover the Vitality Trio, 3 essential nutrients that science shows can powerfully restore leg strength, sharpen your balance, and give you back the freedom you cherish. We'll dive into what they are, why your body is crying out for them, and exactly how to use them to feel a real difference. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll share a simple synergy schedule, a daily plan to make these nutrients work together for maximum effect, helping you feel more grounded and confident than you have in years. Before we begin, I'd love to build our community. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from today. And if you believe in living life to the fullest at every age, please subscribe to Young at Heart. Your journey to a stronger you starts now. Part 1. The Master Mineral, Your Muscles Conductor. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a retired librarian who loves her garden. She came to me and said something that will resonate with many of you. It's not that my legs hurt, she explained. It's that they feel unreliable. Sometimes they feel jittery and they get these awful cramps at night. It's like the orchestra is there, but the conductor has gone home. I asked her what supplements she was taking. Oh, the usual, she said. Calcium and vitamin D for my bones. This is where so many of us start, but we're missing the first, most fundamental piece of the puzzle. We're missing the conductor. I'm talking about magnesium. If your body is an orchestra, magnesium is the conductor, coordinating over 300 essential biochemical reactions. When it comes to your muscles, its role is profound. Every time you contract a muscle, to stand up, to walk, to lift a grandchild, you need calcium. But to relax that muscle, you need magnesium. When magnesium levels are low, calcium can run rampant, leaving your muscles in a state of constant, low-level contraction. This is what leads to that feeling of stiffness, tension, jitteriness, and those painful leg cramps that jolt you awake at night. But it goes deeper. The very energy your muscles use to move, a molecule called ATP, cannot be activated without magnesium. So, if you feel a deep, dragging fatigue in your legs, as if your batteries are constantly at 10%, it's very likely a sign of a magnesium deficiency. Why is this so common after 60? 3 reasons. First, our modern soils are often depleted of magnesium, meaning our food contains less of it. Second, as we age, our ability to absorb magnesium from our gut decreases. And third, many common medications, like diuretics for blood pressure or acid blockers, can flush this vital mineral out of our system. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher magnesium intake had significantly better leg power, walking speed, and grip strength. They weren't just preventing cramps. They were building real functional power. So, how do we bring the conductor back to the podium? First, the type of magnesium matters immensely. The cheap magnesium oxide you see in many drugstores is poorly absorbed and more likely to send you to the bathroom than to your muscles. Look for highly absorbable forms like magnesium glycinate, which is fantastic for promoting relaxation and can be taken in the evening, or magnesium malate, which is excellent for cellular energy and can be taken in the morning. A great starting dose is between 200 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium per day. Of course, you can find it in foods like spinach, almonds, dark chocolate, and avocados, but to get a therapeutic dose consistently, a supplement is often the most reliable path. After just a couple of weeks, Eleanor told me the nighttime cramps had vanished. But more than that, she said, "I feel a quiet strength returning. My legs feel calm and ready." She had her conductor back. Part 2. The Sunshine Spark, Igniting Your Muscle Power. Now that the muscles are calm and ready, we need to flip the switch. We need to give them the spark that tells them to fire with purpose and strength. This is where our old friend, vitamin D3, comes in, but perhaps not in the way you think. Eleanor was already taking it for her bones, but she still felt that her balance was a bit off, that her steps were heavy. This is because vitamin D3 is so much more than a bone vitamin. Think of it as the ignition key for your muscles. Your muscle cells are covered in what are called vitamin D receptors, VDRs. When you have enough vitamin D3, it binds to these receptors and unlocks a cascade of events that directly improves muscle contraction, strength, and balance. If your D3 levels are low, it's like having an engine full of fuel, but a key that won't turn. Your muscles simply can't access their full power. As we age, our ability to produce vitamin D3 plummets. Our skin becomes thinner and less efficient at converting sunlight. Our kidneys, which are crucial for activating vitamin D, may not work as well. And we tend to spend more time indoors. It's a perfect storm for deficiency. The science is crystal clear. Research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society has shown that seniors with low vitamin D levels are up to 70% more likely to experience muscle weakness. And a landmark study from Zurich found that supplementing with vitamin D3 reduced the rate of falls in older adults by nearly 50%. Imagine that, having your risk of a potentially life-changing fall simply by restoring a single nutrient. But here's the young at heart pro tip that many people miss. Vitamin D3 works best as part of a team. Its partner is vitamin K2. Think of it this way. Vitamin D3 is the bus driver that picks up calcium from your gut and brings it into your bloodstream. But vitamin K2 is the GPS. It tells the calcium exactly where to go, into your bones and teeth, and just as importantly, where not to go, like your arteries and soft tissues where it can cause calcification. Taking D3 without K2 is like having a bus driver with no directions. For optimal results, look for a supplement that combines D3 and K2. A common and effective dosage is around 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day, paired with about 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, which lasts longer in the body. Because D3 is fat-soluble, always take it with a meal that contains some healthy fat, like avocado, eggs, or a drizzle of olive oil. When Eleanor added a quality D3 K2 supplement to her routine, she called me a month later, excited. "I walked down to the mailbox today and didn't even think about it," she said. "I wasn't hugging the wall. I just walked. The heaviness is lifting." She had her spark. Part 3. The Nerve Guardian, Reconnecting Your Mind and Body. So Eleanor's muscles were calm and energized. They were sparked and ready for action. But she noticed one last nagging issue. Sometimes, she confessed, "My feet feel fuzzy, like I'm wearing thick socks when I'm barefoot. I have to look down to be sure of where I'm placing them." This is the final piece of the Vitality Trio. We've dealt with the muscles, but now we must address the communication line, the nervous system. We need to talk about vitamin B12. Most people associate B12 with energy and memory, and they're right. But for seniors, its most critical role is as the guardian of your nerves. Your nerves are like electrical wires, and they are coated in a protective fatty layer called the myelin sheath. This sheath acts like the insulation on a wire, allowing nerve signals to travel from your brain to your legs at lightning speed with perfect clarity. Vitamin B12 is essential for maintaining and repairing this myelin sheath. When B12 levels drop, that sheath begins to degrade. The signal gets distorted. It's like a phone call with bad reception. This is what causes that strange tingling, numbness, or fuzzy sensation in your feet and hands. It's why you might feel disconnected from your legs, why your balance feels off even if your muscles feel strong. Your brain is sending the right command, but the message is arriving garbled. B12 deficiency is shockingly common in older adults. Why? As we age, our stomach produces less acid and a crucial protein called intrinsic factor, both of which are needed to extract B12 from our food. Furthermore, very common medications like metformin for diabetes and acid-suppressing drugs like omeprazole dramatically interfere with B12 absorption. You could be eating a perfect diet and still become deficient. A study from the University of Oxford found a direct link between low B12 levels and poor balance and a higher risk of falls. But the good news is, it's reversible. When supplemented, the results can be remarkable. People report the fuzziness fading, their reaction times improving, and a renewed sense of being grounded and connected to the floor beneath them. As with our other nutrients, the form matters. The most common form, cyanocobalamin, is synthetic and requires your body to convert it. A better choice is an active pre-converted form like methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin. Because absorption in the stomach can be a problem, the best way to take B12 is through a sublingual tablet that dissolves under your tongue, a lozenge, or an oral spray. This allows the vitamin to be absorbed directly into the bloodstream, bypassing the digestive system entirely. A daily dose of 1,000 to 2,000 micrograms of an active form of B12 is often recommended. Eleanor started with a B12 sublingual tablet each morning. 2 weeks later, she described the change beautifully. The world came back into focus from the ground up. I can feel the texture of the rug under my feet again. It's like my legs are finally back on the phone with my brain. The synergy schedule, putting it all together. So we have our vitality trio: magnesium, the conductor; vitamin D3K2, the spark; and vitamin B12, the nerve guardian. Like any great team, they work best when they work together. But to get the absolute most out of them, timing is key. Here is your simple synergy schedule for maximum results. In the morning, with breakfast, take your vitamin D3K2 with a source of fat and your vitamin B12, the sublingual form. This sets your body up with the spark and clear communication it needs for an active day ahead. In the evening, about an hour before bed, take your magnesium glycinate. This will not interfere with the others and will work overnight to relax your muscles, prevent cramps, and promote deep, restorative sleep, which is when your body does most of its repair work. A word on multivitamins. Be cautious. Many one-a-day formulas contain the wrong forms or insufficient doses of these crucial nutrients. Targeting them individually with the right forms and at the right times is far more effective. And of course, a quick disclaimer. We are passionate about sharing health knowledge here at Young at Heart, but it's essential to talk with your doctor before beginning any new supplement regimen, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are on medication. That whisper of weakness you may have felt doesn't have to be the defining sound of your future. It's not an endpoint. It's a starting point. It's a call to action, an invitation from your body to give it what it needs to thrive. The solution isn't always complicated. Sometimes it's as simple as restoring the foundational elements that allow your body to do what it's designed to do, to move with freedom, to stand with stability, and to carry you confidently into every new day. You have the power to wind your clock back up. You deserve to walk through your garden, climb the stairs to hug your grandkids, and dance in your kitchen with joy and without fear. If this video has resonated with you, please share your own story or questions in the comments below. Our community is our greatest strength. And for more practical, science-backed tips to help you live your most vibrant life, make sure you subscribe to Young at Heart and click that notification bell. Thank you for joining me today. Stay strong, stay steady, and stay young at heart. We'll see you in the next video.